Hey friends, in this video tutorial we are going to look at creating an actual multi-view drawing off of one of our structure cards. If you see on the screen here, I've got structure card Multiview 4. Let me pull over again for reference what you would be looking at on the actual file that we were working with. That's Multiview 4. That's this one right here. I'm using this for reference in how you would create a multi-view drawing in Fusion. In class, reference the actual object that I want you to create that drawing from. Fork is perhaps an option here. I'm hoping students will be able to stretch and hit Multiview 7. Correct that, scratch that. Multiview 9. I apologize, Multiview 9 is what I'm looking for. But if not, we're going to be working with Multiview 4, which is what you see here on the screen. Just as a bit of a review, we've got this kind of three-featured object that we've already modeled. We need to get this into a drawing to be able to submit for our assignment in IED for Project Lead the Way. So let's go ahead and create a drawing. I'm over here in the browser for Structure Card MV4. We've already created a folder system. Let me pull up our menu here so we can see that we've got all of these multi-views that we've created. I've got videos to walk you through a lot of these objects. Let's get rid of this menu so we have more room. I'm going to move over to the browser. I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to start a drawing by Create Drawing. Now I have shared a new title block that is able to be opened on everybody's computer, and we want to make sure that we can reference that appropriately. So we're going to go, instead of from scratch, I'm going to left-click on that. I'm going to move down and find that title block that we would have saved appropriately. Now I'm not sure when the last time that I actually saved it, so I'm going to go ahead and hit Browse just to make sure that I'm grabbing the appropriate one. I'm going to go into IED 2024, and I'm going to look for that title block that would be titled, in this case, the one that I gave students recently, I'm looking at my dates here, is titled ZCHS PLTW title block. I'm going to use that one. Hit select. Now when I choose that, it automatically changed my paper size, because the paper size that's associated with that title block that I most recently shared was it's a sheet size A, which is 8.5 by 11. That's another good thing, because the previous ones were on 11 by 17, and while that makes a much nicer drawing, 8.5 by 11 is easier for me to print, and I would love to print some of your work and maybe hang it on the walls, so that is another bonus to using this newest title block, ZCHS PLTW title block, because it changes our paper size automatically. We're going to go ahead and hit OK to start that drawing. Now keep in mind I haven't saved it yet because it still says untitled here. But I need to go ahead and place my base view. So I'm over here on the screen right now. I've got a scale of 1 to 2. I'm wondering if perhaps we can get this to a scale of 1 to 1 and fit it. It's going to be tight. We're going to see if we can do this. I'm going to left click to place my base view and hit OK. And I like to double check too. This is what's great about using these multi-view cards, because now we can bounce back and forth and take a look. Going back to multi-view card 4, I look at my front view, my base view here. I've got triangle, square, rectangle, no hidden lines. When I double check that in Fusion, triangle, square, rectangle, no hidden lines. Looks just like we did there in our reference material. So I love that. We're going to go ahead and project this view over to create our actual multi-view, 3 views plus an isometric. So I'm going to hit Projected View. I'm going to left click on this view, and I'm going to create a right view. Left click to place, pull it back, move it up, left click to place a top view, pull it back, and then move it out to the side to place my isometric. I'm going to get my isometric like way over here to hopefully fit everything. I'm going to right click that, and then I'm going to move my views around to get this to fit. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Maybe I'll move my 2 views there. My isometric here on the right. I've got the other views, my multi-views projected here. Just need to change the line types. Now I like these views here. I want to see these hidden lines, and here's another opportunity to double check. I'm looking at this. Sorry, it keeps bouncing back and forth there, but in my PDF, on this right view, I've got 2 hidden lines. Top view, I've got those 3 rectangles. Moving back to Fusion, sure enough, 2 hidden lines, 3 rectangles, looks just like our reference material. That's what's cool about these projects. What I need to change, however, is my isometric, because there's a lot going on here, and we don't like to represent it like that. We like to double click on that reference view, and we're going to go ahead and hit Shaded. We're going to show the shade of that, just so we can get a better idea of what those objects look like, and we're going to go ahead and hit Close. Everything else in your title block should have updated automatically. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. This is what you would want to turn in as an example, whichever multi-view card you choose to submit to me. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 3 views. I want to make sure that hidden lines are shown. If you happen to choose a view that has a curved surface, I'm looking for center marks or center lines. Again, you would double click on that view and you would go, you would double click on that view and go to geometry. Not double click, you'd right click, silly. Right click, go to geometry, and then you can choose center line or center mark if you had them. I don't have any curved surfaces here, so no need to show those. Make sure you shade your isometric, and then you are ready to export a PDF. Now before I move further, I want to make sure I save this, because I realize it says untitled here, unsaved here. I need to make sure I save my drawing. So I'm going to go ahead and click save. I'm going to make sure it's going in the folder that I want, 1.2.3 structure cards, and I'm going to give it a name that makes sense. I'm going to call this Structure Card MV4 drawing. I'm going to put drawing in my title there to make sure I know the difference between that and just the model that I did. I'm going to hit save. Perfect. And now we are good to go to export to a PDF. We only have one sheet, so all sheet is fine. You're going to open up this PDF and save it when you are done exporting. This is how you'd go about creating a PDF. You can save it to the cloud. You can put it on your computer, someplace where you can access and attach for me to download this PDF, as similar to be done in previous projects. Again, you would go over to export, over here, export to PDF. All sheets is fine. You can open up the PDF when you're done if you'd like, and this is where you hit OK. This will give you the dialog box to both save it in Fusion as well as save it on your computer, where you can then reference it and attach it in Canvas as directed in the assignment portal. This is what we're looking for, is just a drawing that references your object and has those multi-views that matches the reference material you've already been given. Thank you for watching. Hope this is helpful. Have a wonderful day.